So we all, in one way or another, live a dream here. And it's a dream that we began to be conditioned into from the moment we were born. And it's about how things work on planet Earth. And it's a dream that's reinforced in the shows that we watch on TV and the books that we read and the people that love us and the people that don't love us. And it's just the programming of the culture that we grow up in, our own cultural mythology. And around happiness, it's worth taking a closer look at what that cultural mythology is. So, the typical cultural mythology we have in Western culture for happiness goes a little something like this. We have a continuum from misery to joy. And we want, of course, to spend as much time as we can over here and as little time as we have to down here. So, how do we do it? Well, we look in People magazine, we look in OK magazine, we look in Hello magazine, and we go, I got it. I know what to do. If I get the right stuff, then I get to be over here. So I've got the right partner, I've got the right home, I've got the right job, I've got the right amount of money in my bank, I've got the right facelift, I've got whatever I need. Sorry, I live in Hollywood. That's not necessarily relevant everywhere. And I've got whatever I need. So I'm here, and of course I've got the wrong things. I've got the wrong jobs. I've got the wrong amount of money in my bank account. It's, you know, remember the old Peter Cook line? You know, that, all I ever wanted was the trappings of great success, but instead I wound up with the trappings of failure. I've got the wrong load of trappings, and a rotten lot of trappings they are, too. But at some point we begin to realize that there's something wrong with this theory, because we notice that even though we might not have everything we want, some of the time we still feel really good. And then we notice some people who seem to have everything that they want on their 14th divorce. And we're going, what's up with that? And so being wise, being creatures who are continually learning, who are continually seeking to find out how things really work, to understand life at a deeper level, we go, I got it. It's not what I have or don't have that makes me happy. It's what I do. So if I do the right things, then I'm going to be happy. If I act morally, if I do things, if I make a contribution, if I find work that really fulfills me, then I get to be happy. And if I do the wrong things, if I go against myself, if I don't meditate properly, or I don't say the right mantra, or I don't do the right thing, then I'm going to be miserable. But we notice something weird. Good things seem to happen to people who don't do the right things, and bad things happen to the people who do. And again, what happens is there's a sort of a disillusionment. We go, well, that's not it. So being people who continually want to learn, continually want to understand life at a deeper level, we go, okay, it's not what I have or don't have. It's not what I do or don't do. It must be what I think. This is going to be so easy. All I got to do is think all the right things, and I'm going to be happy, 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 happy. But if I think the wrong things, I'm going to be miserable, 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 miserable. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to positive think. Okay, life is good, mostly. Life, yes, no, life is good, and things are good, and people like me, and yeah, it's, oh, God, but, sometimes they don't, and things aren't going so well. No, I will be positive. And we turn into this battle with ourselves. And the problem is, no matter how well-intended you are, when you're battling in your mind between the good thoughts and the bad thoughts and the happy thoughts and the wrong thoughts, when the thought police come in to try and rule your brain and go, no, you can't have that thought. Yes, you can have that one is permitted. No, yes. When you're at war within yourself, it's impossible to feel peace. It's just common sense. So we get a little wiser. And because we're creatures that are continually seeking to understand life at a deeper level, we go, I got it. It's not what I have or don't have. It's not what I do or don't do. It's not even what I think or don't think. I just need to stop thinking altogether. So that's when we go from the self-help of positive thinking to having a spiritual life. So we meditate. Oh, yeah, I'm going to meditate. I'm not going to think. I'm thinking. Oh, God. Okay, I'm not going to think. And oh, it's working. Oh, no, it's not working. It's working. And we can go on forever. It's tiring. It's really, really tiring to try and continually move ourselves, whether we're doing it by trying to acquire stuff, whether we're doing it by trying to act morally, whether we're doing it by trying to think the right things or not think anything at all. It's bloody exhausting. Now, at some point, for some people, they step off They go, I don't want to play anymore. I give up. I'm screwed whatever I do, so I'm just not going to play. And funnily enough, what happens? They start to feel really happy. And they start to think, well, happiness clearly then is something that cannot be pursued. It's a side effect, right? It's not something I have any say over, but maybe if I just don't play, it'll happen. But there's a deeper level of understanding, and being creatures who are continually seeking a deeper understanding of life often will be led to that deeper understanding. And the way that you find that deeper understanding, at least for me, was by looking in the eyes of a baby. Now, how many of you have children? How many of you were children? And if you still are children? Okay. So I've got 3 kids, but recently I got a new godchild. My best friend gave, well, actually, he didn't give birth. His wife would quickly correct me there. But they had a baby, and we went in, little baby Kai. And we went into the hospital, and we looked at Kai, and the first thing I noticed was that he didn't need therapy. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, doesn't he know? I mean, the economy. I mean, look at the mortgage crisis, for God's sake, kid! But no, he seemed kind of blissed out, kind of happy. And I kind of knew that it wasn't just me seeing that, because all the grown-ups around were kind of going, contact high, Because when you feel good, the people around you tend to feel good. You create an energy field of good feeling, and that sort of spreads. And I thought, well, now that's very interesting. Because if we're born happy, then we have a whole different way of thinking about this. Oh, I don't want to be this, I want to be this, I don't want to be this. What happens if we're born happy and happiness is just our nature? And so that there is nothing that we need to do. There is nothing we need to be. There is nothing we need to have in order to be happy. Because it's just who we are. It's the essence of our nature. We're born that way.